Hey, what's going on, paranormal world? I'm sure everyone knows by now, every good thing must come to an end. And with the hit TV series, Ghost Hunters, that's exactly what happened. This show was groundbreaking and created a new lane for the paranormal back in 2004. Even leading the way for your current paranormal shows today, like Ghost Adventures, Paranormal Lockdown, Portals to Hell, I can go on and on. But the show Ghost Hunters ended abruptly. And most fans like myself were left wondering, why would this show end? Especially when it was doing so well. Was it a television network issue? Was it Ghost Adventures dominating the ratings? Or was it Jason Hawes and Grant Wilson falling out behind the scenes? Those two individuals were definitely some of the earlier pioneers to the mainstream paranormal scene. Furthermore, it's a series of events that strongly correlate why Ghost Hunters went off the air. And without further ado, let's get started. But first, if you love any and everything paranormal related or even horror movie related, make sure you check out my channel. And if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you can see every time I upload. Okay, so back in 2004, Ghost Hunters burst onto the scene, becoming this dominant ghost hunting show that swept the TV airways. We've never really experienced the up-close POV paranormal show like that. And of course, back in 2004 also, Ghost Adventures had their special, but it was nothing like this. Ghost Hunters always took the unique approach to the paranormal, or should I say the most logical approach. They went into investigations as skeptics, and finding ways to debunk the unusual activity. Some fans loved this approach, others didn't. And contrary to popular belief, fans have the power to manipulate how things go. If ratings are down, who would you go to? Your number one choice will probably be the fans. For Ghost Hunters, evidence might slack in some areas. And touching on that, Grant Wilson became a focal point when accusations of falsifying evidence started to circulate. And I guess it really wasn't accusations, considering that I think 2009 or 2008, Grant Wilson was caught like tugging on the back of his shirt during a Halloween special or something like that. And the fans caught on to it, and he was definitely doing it. So, you know, I guess it wasn't an accusation since he got caught red-handed, but it wasn't a good look for Ghost Hunters. And on February 15th, 2012, Grant Wilson announced that he was leaving Ghost Hunters. And this is where everything fell apart. So, what exactly led up to that point? The easy answer would be he was just burnt out with everything. And he stated on several occasions that he just got tired of doing the same routine and traveling everywhere and just being away from his family. And I get that he wanted to focus on his family. I could definitely respect that decision. However, let's talk about him and Jason Hawes and what led up to their differences. If you don't know, Jason and Grant were co-founders of the Atlantic Paranormal Society, aka TAPS. And I think we can all agree that their friendship was beyond their work relationship. But at a point in 2012, something went left, far left. Grant released a public statement of him leaving. Publicly, him and Jason both handled it well. However, I personally feel like things weren't as what they seemed. How do you go from being great friends to business partners to rivals against each other on TV shows? Ghost Hunters versus Ghost Nation. Apparently the business that they co-owned together in New Hampshire, they sold it back in 2013. Now, maybe it was a falling out about that, and they just decided to sell it. And remember, why did Grant quit Ghost Hunters? He's been telling everybody and telling the media that, hey, I want to spend time with my family, wife, and kids. But in 2019, Ghost Hunters come back, but this time Jason Hawes was missing. So something is not adding up. And get this, Jason Hawes created his own show, Ghost Nation. So it had to be some bad blood somewhere. Another reason why the original Ghost Hunters might have ended is due to some behind the scenes behavior. Not too long ago, a former manager of Ghost Hunters came out and said that allegedly both Grant and Jason were mentally abusive and created an unstable environment, such as talking down to employees, cussing them out, and them being underpaid, and Jason and Grant taking all the money. That's what basically she said in the interview. And I hope that isn't the case because, man, I don't know, man. That's some low down stuff. But one thing's for sure I can say about Grant and Jason, they completely kept everything under wraps. And they did a good job with it. They did the complete opposite of what Zach Bagans and Nick Groff did. As you know, Zach and Nick, they had a horrible split up, and it was across social media on Twitter, and you know, it was a war of words. But yeah, that was just my thoughts about why Ghost Hunters possibly ended. And this might be a part 1 video, so I might do another video in the future about this. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you enjoy content like this, paranormal content, I'm always dishing out new things and ghost hunters, ghost adventures. So if you like that kind of stuff, like I mentioned earlier, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video and hit that notification button. As always, be safe. Peace.